Good afternoon. This is Tracy Crane Vaughn. In this presentation, we'll discuss the importance of implementing diversity, equality, and inclusive initiatives in small local CPA firms. CPA firms have a history of being dominated by white males. I've worked at 9 CPA firms in 5 states, from Michigan to California, and I've seen the problem with culture at CPA firms firsthand. Hiring diverse candidates leads to turnover and, frankly, more reluctance to hire diverse candidates. An inclusive culture is difficult to achieve in business, but it also pays off. Moving CPA firms into a diverse and inclusive culture is smart business. In 2018, Harvard Business Review study found that companies that have above average diversification have higher revenues from innovation. The business of CPA firms is to help clients with their business by creating best business practices. CPA firms should consider DEI as an element of revenue. In the CPA firm's consulting practice, they could help their clients achieve larger revenues by tapping into their cultural intelligence. CPA firms should consider diversity, equality, and inclusion as an element of revenue. In CPA firms, they could achieve better business for their clients and themselves by understanding the value to their customers in being a diverse organization. CPA firms themselves need to understand that diversity, equality, and inclusive measures are increasingly important as they interact with multicultural clients. CPA firms must address the elephant in the office. How can CPA firms get diverse candidates interested in accounting? How can CPA firms keep diverse candidates employed at their firm? How can CPA firms grow their firm's diversity, equality, and inclusive culture? Small local CPA firms look to practices by the larger firms as an example. Deloitte has made diversity, equality, and inclusiveness an important part of their business culture. Research has proven that businesses with more DEI perform better. If a CPA firm or their clients could all double or triple the efficiencies in the workflow, they would not hesitate to change. Diversity, equality, and inclusion is not simple to integrate in the culture, but with knowledge, time, and dedication, DEI is achievable by every organization. This table explains and illustrates how much of a disparity there is in the ethnic makeup of the population in comparison to the enrollment in accounting programs and new hires by CPA firms. While CPA firms are not for every graduate, they do offer the ability for accountants to earn their CPA license, which could lead to significantly more income in their lifetime. Licensees must work for a CPA for a year or 2, depending on the state experience requirement. To obtain an auditing certificate, they must plan and perform audits with adequate supervision. There is definitely a benefit for new graduates to obtain their CPA license. The AICPA recommends that CPA firms build a diversity pipeline project. It's important for firms to reach out within their own community to the youth and offer them the opportunity of accounting as a profession. Supporting summer internships, working with local community colleges, and creating a mentoring program with students and student diversity organizations are some of the initiatives that I hope to help CPA firms to build the diversity pipeline. From the 2018 Year Ahead survey by Accounting Today, diversity is not a high priority for CPA firms. The business of diversity is significant, from lawsuits to revenue. It's important for CPA firms and their clients to understand the value of DEI and cash in on implementing diversity, equality, and inclusive strategies. Ignoring DEI is not the solution. I hope to help my CPA firm to understand the value of DEI and tap in on its unrecognized business potential. Understanding and recognizing diversity is the first step. We are all different. Understanding these differences will help to gauge where the firm is successful. The second step is to establish an inclusive culture. Providing an encouraging environment is crucial to employees to feel valued. Firms must constantly reassess their achievement of the ultimate goal of authentic employees. Being in a mid-level management position, I have the opportunity to lead by example in my own relationships and present these findings to the partners. CPA partners can't deny the benefits of DEI initiatives and how they can impact the organization's bottom line. Not supporting diversity, equality, and inclusive initiatives is like burning dollar bills in the fireplace to stay warm. Doesn't make a lot of sense to ignore the DEI benefits. Incorporating inclusive values into business planning and best practices is smart business. Understanding these elements will enable the firm to create a strategy and will help to calculate the value of DEI. Providing metrics to the business strategy is important to prove the initiative's cost benefits are paying off. The numbers say it all. It's just smart business. Lower turnover, greater productivity, higher profitability, higher customer satisfaction, 15 times more revenue. DEI is smart business. Thanks for listening to my presentation, and I look forward to watching diversity, equality, and inclusive measures and strategies to help businesses flourish in the future.